Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Angie and in this video I'm going to make some trash to treasure decor items, so let's get started. For this first project I'm using scrap wood and some plastic test tubes. I started by cutting the wood pieces to size. Next, I used a hole saw bit and drilled a 2.5-inch hole through the wood. I then turned the wood onto its side and drilled a hole through the top where I'll insert the test tube. Once I had all the holes drilled, I glued and nailed the wood pieces together and then sanded them. Next, I used some molds and some air dry clay to add some embellishments to the wood. When the clay was dry, I gave it a coat of paint. If you had Angie's going to change her mind on the paint color on your bingo card, you can mark that square off because that's exactly what happened. To decorate the bottom section of the wood, I used a stencil and some gold texture paint. I applied a stencil adhesive to the back of the stencil to help keep it in place while I applied the paint. I used gold rub and buff to highlight the clay details. For this one, I decoupaged a quote to the front, and when that was dry, I used a two-step crackle over top of it. I also glued some micro beads around the circle cutout. I then used antiquing wax to highlight the crackle and seal the paint. Next, I tied a thin strip of leather to cover the threads at the top of the test tube and stamped the word Bloom onto a small leather scrap. I then glued the leather piece onto the wood and added a few upholstery nails to the ends of it. For this one, I glued a ceramic bird to the top and added a piece of gold ribbon to the top of the test tube. You can easily remove the tube to fill it with water. For this project, I'm using lampshade parts, a tin can, and some wood rounds. I started by gluing the lamp fitter onto a wood round. For the smaller one, I first glued an upside-down tin can onto the wood round and then glued the lamp fitter onto the bottom of the can. I also glued a resin flower to the bottom of the can to try to disguise the fact that it was a can. After the glue was dry, I placed a piece of parchment paper in the lamp fitter so that it wouldn't get painted shut when I sprayed it. I then gave it a coat of brown spray paint. When the paint was dry, I made a mixture of watered down white glue and applied it to the entire piece, and while the glue was still wet, I sprinkled it with cinnamon. To finish it, I sprayed it with a coat of Mod Podge to seal in the cinnamon. For the final project, I'm making some finial decor. I went through my stash of wood pieces and pulled out an assortment of sizes and styles. For this first one, I used a Dollar Tree candlestick as the base and then glued a wooden wheel and then a larger finial on top. I used Gorilla Glue for the glass to wood bond and then regular wood glue for the wood to wood bond. For these ones, I used wood rounds, candle cups, wooden wheels, and small finials. When the glue was dry, I gave them a base coat of black paint. Once the black paint was dry, I gave them a coat of white paint. Next, I gave it some light distressing. To finish it, I made a mixture of clear wax with a little bit of black wax and covered the entire thing. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these easy projects, and I'll see you in the next video.